is time for some levels from Jadizel. Jadizel. I don't know. I'm going with Jadizel. I'm going to go with Jadizel. Come on, YouTube. There we go. There we go. The weekend is over. Well, for a lot of you, it's not. A lot of you get a long weekend. Hello, Fernando, Barbara, and Mary. What's up, Nick? What's up, Sean? What's going on, Just Peachy Gaming? Hey, Jesse, Kyle with an A and Ty. What's up to the crew? What's up, Jared? What's going on, Barbara and Fernando? I am not having a lovely evening, to be honest, but that's all right. We're not going to worry about that. Instead, we're going to worry about Mario. We're going to worry about Mario. Good evening, Kevin. Big shout out to Olivia on her birthday. Is she watching, Jesse? You want me to sing her happy birthday? What's going on, Kevin, Bayman, Cameron, Anthony, and Susie? Maybe Mario will help. Everyone has their ups and downs. That's true, Fernando. We are humans. We are humans. Came across this level creator yesterday when we were playing Endless Expert. She's watching. Yeah, I haven't been on this late in a while. Let me go sing happy birthday to Olivia. Alrighty. For Olivia. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Olivia. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Big shout out to Olivia. Hope it's your best birthday yet. And Troy is unable to chat on Facebook. What do you know? What do you know about that? All right, we'll double tap the screen and let's get this party started. We definitely have some great levels to play today. What's going on, Roderick? What's going on, K. Barowski? Alrighty. What's going on, Score Bunny 88? Big shout out to Rafaela. Oh, that's interesting. What's this? Nothing. Okay. I need to do something with the fire. Watching on YouTube, watching football. What's up, Anastasia? The keyboard's not working on Facebook? That's alright. How am I? I am bad. I am bad, but I'm trying not to think about that. What I'm trying to think about is how do I ignite these bombs? Maybe this may have been a bad idea. Oh, maybe this way. Now the flame will drop. There we go. Good evening, George. Alrighty. We have a spring. What's up, Tyler? Oh, come on, bruh. There we go. Okay. Whoa. All right, we made it. We got the checkie. What's going on, Sai? What's up, Erica Gobble? Your 4-year-old son wants to play Mario Maker so bad, but it's hard for him. Well, put him on Endless Easy, Anastasia. Set him up with Endless Easy. Thank you for the likes, Double Star. What's up, William? Super cold there? Yeah, it's snowing right now here. Gotta wake up a little extra early to shovel it because it's not gonna melt. We're at the point of the winter here in New England where if I fail to get rid of the snow in the driveway and in the walkway before it freezes, then it will not leave until April. So it's sort of a do or die situation. Hello, Murad. Next Sunday would be your mom's 60th birthday. Gonna be hard for you. I'm sorry to hear that, Tyler. Love chili, what kind? I don't know what that means, Dan. Sorry to hear the day not go well. Hopefully bring you joy. Make it a little brighter. Come here, because we care about you. Like you care about us. Hope whatever gets better. Thanks, Nick. Turkey and white bean chili. Nice. Thanks for the hot Double Star. Well, that was wrong. Do you salt your driveway before it snows? Yes. Once the first layer of snow hits, I salt. So I've already done that much. I've already done that much. No offense, I look constipated. Interesting. Well, I'd rather be called constipated than looking tired. Find a good copy for the tortilla soup. Okay, well, good luck to you. I certainly don't have that for you. I cannot help you there. is this? Oh, this is... You have to get the camera up here to make this thing hit twice. Okay, that's a good indication. You're refusing to watch the Bears game because you don't want to jinx them? Tyler, think of the power. Think of the power that you would need to wield in order to have any impact on the outcome of a sports game. You would need a level of power that's hard to even imagine. So I can assure you, there is a 0% chance that you watching that game will have any impact on the outcome whatsoever. I can promise you that. I can give you absolute assurance of that without even the possibility. Without even the possibility of even a 1% chance that you watching that game could have even the slightest impact on the outcome. I don't think you're seeing all the chat. Yeah, that's one bad thing about Restream. It doesn't do the best job of showing me all of the messages. What's going on, Super Trucker J? It was 75 in Phoenix. That sounds nice. That sounds very nice. Playing some Arc Raiders. Very nice. There we go, Kev. A very nice little level there. Thanks, Fernando, Mary, and Anthony. I think I'm actually going to save the rest of their levels, because clearly my energy is not there. What's up, Jeppy? I'm not taking level codes today. If there was ever a day you don't want me to play your level, I promise you, bro, it's today. I promise you that. I'm doing you a big favor by not playing your level today. Thanks, Susie and Joanna. There we go. Thanks, Susie, George, Joanna, Erica, Troy, Erica G, Sean. Late start today? Yes. Yes. It is a late start to the stream today. Oh, I did that wrong. Oh my gosh. How did that even work? Oh my gosh! This is insane. I don't think I've ever seen that before. You think for energies, eggs or banana? Well, I've already missed my eating window for today. Oops. Oh, I'm going up. Okay, this is pretty cool. I think I'm supposed to go back where I came from. How in the world is that supposed to work? I think I'm gonna cheese that. I'm not gonna. What's up, Frank? Thanks for the heart. I don't think that's gonna work for me. always play the rest of the level tomorrow. What's up, Frank? Neat level idea, yeah. I don't really get that part. I wish there was an indicator of what to aim for there. Like, am I aiming for this top one right here? If you could show me what to aim for. Hello, Balin. Do I have a streaming schedule? Not anymore. Not anymore. I don't know what I'm going for there. But typically I stream between 4 and 4:30 p.m. I don't understand. Okay. It looks like it wants me to run. We're gonna get it, Joanna, no doubt about it. We will get it. So you slide the whole time, but then once you get here, you're running. No, I guess. Hello, Rich. I guess you don't just run. Okay. Nothing, no indicators. Yep, no doubt about it. Indication is a tricky thing. Okay, that's progress. That is progress. That's so bizarre. That person really came by just to say their exact quote is, "No offense, but you look constipated, sad face," and then they left. What do you make of that behavior? Alright, kind of progress. We're making it through that part now. No idea what to think. So bizarre, it's comical. Maybe a troll? Well, that's the thing. That feels like such a in my experience, usually the people who are trying to troll will go until they get banned. Or, like, until they get something. Maybe they left the comment and then I didn't see it right away, and they were like, oh, he's not going to acknowledge it. Choose to believe. They were telling everyone a high fiber diet is a good thing. Okay, well, that's true. Get that fiber in your diet, people. Alright, more progress. The only thing you'd say is telling you doesn't make you feel better? What's up, DJ Apollo? Yeah, we can definitely do it, Barack. This is just one of those levels where you gotta do it just like the level creator did it. It's a very cool idea. It is a very cool idea. Oh my gosh. Oh, buddy. Okay. Ooh. Well, that was a wild ride. What's up, Paval? All right, very cool stuff. I can definitely see why it's in Popular Super Expert. Undeniably an incredibly cool idea. No doubt about it. There we go. That was a cool ending, Barack. There we go, Anthony. Yeah, Dan, I was telling you that typically I stream between 4 and 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Thursday. Friday through Saturday is a bit more up in the air. Like today, I could have never predicted that I'd start the stream at 8 p.m. But as far as a consistent stream schedule, Monday through Thursday between 4 and 4:30 is as close to a stream schedule as I got. Clock is on a diet nightmare right now. You're diagnosed with celiac, so that means no gluten. On Facebook chat's not working, yeah. What's up, Mike Diesel? Mike Diesel, you're not this Diesel, oh, that's not I started by playing levels from a level creator that says Diesel. Hey, shout out to Danny C. They got the world record. They're in my chat over on TikTok. Very nice. I applaud you, Danny C. There we go. George, Susie, Erica, Dan. Am I off tomorrow? No, bro. I wish so badly I had tomorrow off. Not you. Okay, fair enough, Mike Diesel. You never know, Paval. Maybe you would. You never know. Oh. That's not the button I wanted. Oh, interesting. Thanks, Dan. What's up, Robbie? We got a little mole chase here. That was pretty cool. Uh-oh. At least we got the checkpoint. Hey, thanks for the follow, Tim. Super Trucker J played it. Robbie wishes you got the day off, too. Bro, I would have loved a long weekend. That would have been, like, so perfectly timed. But no such luck. Closed on your brand new build home on Friday, but moving all weekend. Hey, that's huge. That is a huge accomplishment. Nicely done, bro. I need to go into that. Hey, thanks for the follow, Danny C. Okay. Good evening, Yuri. pretty cool. Very nice. Very, very nice. Hey, thanks Anastasia, Fernando, and Mary. Thanks Danny C, Rafaela, and Digital Ninja is in the house over on TikTok. Thanks for the GG. Thanks Erica G. Thanks Erica. Thanks Mike Diesel. Alrighty. Wow, okay, I misunderstood. I misunderstood that one. That's, believe it or not, that attempt was a lot closer than the first one. There we go. I misunderstood again. I have a talent for misunderstanding. I've got a talent for it. Uh-oh. Okay, that was better. That was better. Whoops. Not a hold right situation. I need to throw it before I jump. Ooh. That's not a blue platform, Pat. That's the white one. It's gonna go nice and slow. Like that song off the first Usher album. Okay, very nice. Very, very nice. That was a good one. Yeah, some satisfying sounds there, Erica. Thanks, Jeff, DJ Apollo, Anthony, and Erica. Wow, it's big numbers. Now, this is well indicated. If you look up well indicated in the dictionary, it's this level. One jump from the one shot. After your 2 doctor's appointment, yes, get ready for the big game. Oh, big football game? Around here, tonight was the big football game because the Patriots played. What? Noah's making chili every week to practice for the chili cook-off. Tonight he used buffalo meat. It was amazing. Wow. What do you mean buffalo meat? Is that literally buffalo meat? I remember way back in the day when, wow, it's crazy to think I'm old enough that I remember when buffalo wings became a thing. Like when that name was entered the zeitgeist and buffalo chicken became a thing. And there was a very short time, and I was just young enough to be like, wait, is it buffalo wings? Is it actually buffalo meat? But no, it's just the sauce that makes it buffalo. But it sounds like since you specified buffalo meat, you actually mean he like got his hands on some exotic buffalo meat. Thanks, George, Fernando, Mary, Erica. Monday's the national championship. Oh, college football game. The Patriots dominated. They sure did, Clark. Indiana versus Miami. Okay, the college game. Gotcha. I hope I don't curse them. Well, DJ Apollo, I was just saying, if any of you have the power to influence the result of a sports game, you need to be studied. If there's any chance at all that you actually have the power to influence that result, don't you think that you would be nearly a superhero of some kind? Or maybe this is once again me just perceiving things too literally. Is that kind of like a fun thing? Like, do people have like fun with the idea that like wearing a special shirt is gonna influence the outcome, or not watching the game, or not doing things? Is that a fun thing? Because to me, it doesn't sound fun to act. It almost sounds like a trap to believe that stuff. But especially with sports fans, it is incredibly common for sports fans to embrace that idea that like what they do genuinely has some kind of real impact on the outcome. Like, and I'm not talking about kids. I'm talking about full-grown adults, very intelligent people across the board. Maybe it's like a tradition. Literally buffalo meat. You're going to try and convince them not to make that one for the contest because it's pretty expensive. I imagine so. That is an interesting thing. I guess we're talking about superstition. Superstition and sports seem to go hand in hand in a way that... Wait, is this the one? This is the one I just played. Superstition and sports go hand in hand in a way that I don't understand. As someone who's kind of outside the sports fandom, I think sports are entertaining. And like, I went to my buddy's house and watched some of the Patriots game today, but more just to see my buddy than that I was actually invested. But I hope the Patriots won. It's a tradition type. So is it a fun thing? Thanks, Steve. Like, is it fun to believe that, like, you doing a certain thing impacts the outcome? Because that doesn't sound fun. If anything, that sounds stressful. It sounds like you're actually responsible in a way. I just can't get my head around it. Oh, gosh, I gotta be a lot faster than that. I'm not superstitious, I'm just a little stitious. And now I'm trying to rush it. I don't have to go that fast. I don't call it fun, just makes you feel more connected. Ooh, Super Trucker J, I think you found it. Wow. I think that's the answer. I think Super Trucker J just came through with insight that I had never arrived on. But I think that's it. It's like doing your part, being part of the stream. DJ Apollo just said, I think the best way to describe it is this. It's like doing your part and being part of the team. So that's it. It's connection. Super Trucker J and DJ Apollo are describing the same thing. It's like a way in which you can connect to the results. How in the world do I do this? Is it? Maybe I'm doing that wrong. It almost seems like I don't even... I think maybe I'm bringing the shell. I think that's the problem. Because I'm not gaining anything by making that shell jump. If anything, I'm just losing time. That was a cool level, Joanna. Yeah, that's it. I just hold right there. Yeah, that makes sense. It's you know, it's similar to like when you go to the movies or like, oh my gosh, you see a movie like Star Wars and there's a thing called suspension of disbelief. Oh, I need to drop it. Like in order to actually enjoy a movie like Star Wars, you can't let yourself be thinking the whole time like, oh, well, that's not realistic, or oh, that's not real. That wouldn't be that way. You have to kind of give yourself over to the reality that while the movie doesn't represent an accurate depiction of reality, it serves the story in such a way that you're willing to go with it. And so for sports fans, there's this suspension of disbelief as though, even though they know better, oops, don't throw that. Even though the average sports fan knows better than to believe, they actually have this mystical power to influence the results with wearing a certain jersey, eating a certain food, doing a certain thing. There's this level of suspension of disbelief where they kind of lean into, well, maybe it does. Maybe it does. Because it's, you know, it falls in that category of like Toy Story. Do the toys move when you're not in the room? You can't say for absolute certain they don't. No, well, of course, logically you can. But as far as the proposition is set up in such a way that you could never prove it one way or the other. Because you'd have to be seeing them. They'd have to be, like, you say, oh, we put a camera up. But then you just say, well, no, the toys somehow know about the camera. So you could never disprove that the toys move when you're not in the room, because you'd have to be in the room in some way, shape, or form in order to disprove it. So it falls into that category. It's like, well, I have no way to know if my team would have lost had I not done my little superstitious thing. So it still lives in that category of possibility where if you're willing to suspend disbelief, you can kind of benefit, in this context, through connection, through actually feeling like you have some part in, you get to participate. I had never thought of that angle. Now, I want to make it clear, I don't think that's consciously in the mind of sports fans. I don't think that's a conscious thing. It's more of me trying to understand how my very, very intelligent friends and family feel so strongly and get seemingly a positive experience out of going along with this idea that, hey, you know what? If I wear this jersey, my team's more likely to win. That's how I always thought, as connection to the result, your favorite team and other fans of your team. So interesting. Most all sports fans, at the end of the day, know that they have nothing to do with the outcome, but it's like being the 12th man on the football field. That's it. Thanks, Jeff. That makes a lot of sense. I think that makes a lot of sense. Thanks, Fernando and Mary. I think that makes a lot of sense. Thanks, Mary and George. But see, like when I was watching the Patriots today, and the thing that also prevents me from feeling super connected to the Patriots as my team, even though they're my designated geographical team, is that the players aren't actually from here. If the New England Patriots is made up of all people from New England, then I'd be like, all right, this is my team. This is actually my team. But as it stands, the only thing that makes it the team is the jersey they're wearing. Which to me is like, meh. To me that feels like, ooh, feels like marketing. I feel like I'm being marketed to. Like they're trying to sell jerseys. Uh-oh. No dice. No dice. That's better. Very nice. I think you have it. And also, at least from my mind and experience, it's also thinking that each fan has their thing they do on any given day. My actions may not cause the outcome, but as a collective, the fans, if they are over 50% doing their thing, we win, under, we lose. So you do your 0.01%, it helps, it helps. Okay, later, ZRL. We went to an NFL game this season in Detroit. It was super loud, so they say that can affect the game when they can't hear themselves call plays. Well, that makes sense. Hey, thanks, Ashro. At the game, for sure, it impacts things. Totally. That's why home field advantage, the proof of that is that the Vegas odds are directly impacted by home field advantage. And part of that home field advantage is having the crowd on your side. So I definitely believe that context. When I'm talking about people watching from home and believing the rituals they do or don't do end up having an impact on the outcome. That is what I'm being specific to. You've been on the field for Alabama at Tennessee, and I swear it's the loudest environment I've ever been in. It can definitely impact the game. Totally. And again, the Vegas odds prove that. Hey, that was awesome, Chessa. That was an awesome level. But yeah, if I was to ask how many of the current New England Patriots are from New England, let's find out. Ooh, my slow. This is a great level creator. Any guesses? The current New England Patriots, as of January 2026, have very few players who are actually from New England. Likely 0 to 1 current Patriot players are from New England states. I love the range is 0 to 1. Well, that sort of sums it up. And how many on the team altogether? How many Patriots are there? And what's even worse is that for New England, there's multiple states. So it's almost like there's even better chance. So there's 53. 0 to 1 of the 53 New England Patriots are from New England. So to me, that's where I just start feeling like I'm being marketed to. You wear your lucky socks, hoping the team needs it. The Chiefs games at Arrowhead are like that. Never been. Two of your sons go to the home games every year. Nice, Clark. 0 to 1 of the 53 Patriots are from New England. I actually didn't think it was going to be that low. That's part of why I get more into the Olympics. Oh, that was it. The Olympics, you know, the teams actually represent something meaningful. The people are actually from there. So I guess it would feel more honest to me if rather than say it's the New England Patriots, it's just the Patriots. It's the Patriots. But I guess it doesn't work for Texans because it's literally in the name. That was today's game. Yeah. But I want to make it clear, this is a me issue. This isn't me saying all you sports fans have it wrong. I hope it's clear. I hope I'm saying it in such a way that it's clear. I don't actually think the sports fans are wrong. It's more of me trying to describe where my own personal disconnect lies. That if anything, I'm almost jealous. I'd almost say I'm jealous of the ability to just completely overlook that and be like, hey, that's my team, and I care about my team. I just don't know how to embrace the Patriots as my team when 0 to 1 of them, 0 to 1 of the 53 players are from New England. At that point, I feel like I'm kidding myself. But again, this does not mean you're wrong. If anything, I'm wrong. I'm sure there's a great rebuttal to what I'm saying. Would not surprise me. I just don't know what it is. Oh gosh. NFL teams 120 regularly. Being indoors makes a difference. Okay, talk about the sound levels. Thanks, Erica and Balin. There we go, Chessa. Now wait a minute. What about soccer? Is soccer that way? Like Manchester United, are those players actually from there? I wonder if they do it the way that I like it. Or are those players also sourced from all over the place? There you go. Laughter is great medicine. Boosts the immune system. Laughter boosts the immune system. That's how all pro sports are, basically. What is? Because now I'm starting to think maybe soccer is the exception. I'm going to ask. Manchester United is the one that's coming to mind. I'm going to ask, how many of those players because maybe they do it the way I like it. They usually play for 3 leagues, Ironborn Yeti. Soccer's, they sign the best players just like football. Okay, so the Green Bay Packers are owned by the fans from Green Bay. Would that make a difference to you as a fan? Maybe. That's an interesting concept. Thanks, Erica Fernando. What's up, Tomoyo? Big shout out to Super Tomoyo, my buddy, amazing streamer. I'm trying to think of where you're from, Tomoyo. I want to say it starts with an E, but that could be wrong. Not from the said area. Yeah, so it's, I guess it's just, thanks, Chessa. Very few to none in the current senior squad are actually from Manchester. So, yeah, that proves it. So, it's, yeah, that proves Clark correct. That across professional sports, the players actually being from the place they're representing consistently is Ecuador. I knew it was an E. I had the E. Shout out Super Tomoyo from Ecuador. That just feels like such a... Oh, I love Lawuka. It feels like such a scam. It feels like a big scam to me. But most things feel like a big scam to me, so let's not say too much. Nice. I don't think as sports fan people don't look at that. It's about winning. Without a doubt. Well, that's without a doubt, Super Trucker J. The evidence of sports being like one of the biggest industries out there is all the evidence that people don't look at it like me. What's up, Daniel? Nice to see you. Even college sports are the same way? Well, wait a minute. You have to at least go to that school, don't you? Are you saying that in college sports you can have someone that goes to a different school play for your team? Because that really seems outrageous. That's pretty cool. Checkpoint. Pixel perfect gap. Oh. Unless it's National League or World Cup, you really get people from there, and teams get players' official citizenships based on their skill. College sports are that way, too. The students are not from the town the college is in. Well, okay, that's different than if you at least go to the school, though. I think that is more... I don't know, chat. Oh, I'm supposed to go right, I guess. Have to attend the college to play there. So see, then you're at least... If I play for Miami, I'm going to the Miami school. Whereas in professional sports, I can play for the New England Patriots, and I may have never even been to New England. I may have never stepped foot in New England in my whole life. Oh, I need to let that keep going?
Oh, no.
It all just feels like a scam. Feels like they're trying to sell me jerseys.
Oh, no.
I think I'm doing this wrong. Whoops.
Oh, no.
In Belgian soccer, the big first division clubs still have players from where the club is. They still put players from the youth eventually in the A group. I see no difference. Pro players usually move to the city they're playing. Is that true? Because that would make it feel more legitimate, but I don't have that perception. Let me ask that specifically, Clark. So rather than ask it, I'm going to say, how many of the current New England Patriots live in New England currently? Because my guess would have been very few. But according to Clark, he's saying most. But I would not think that. Let's see. The New England Patriots have a standard 53-player roster. Most players live near team facilities during the season for convenience. Many rent or own homes in the region during the season. Off-season, players often return to their actual homes. Okay, well, I guess that's what makes it complicated. No exact public count exists. Okay. That's interesting. They have to attend there, but players move around now just as much as pro athletes. What's up, Ninforce? I guess it just feels dishonest to me, is where I have an issue. If you're going to make it all around the geography, if you're playing for the New England Patriots, it feels like you should have some actual connection to New England. If not, then just be the Patriots. Why is it from a certain geographical location in the first place?
Oh, no.
Is that, maybe I'm supposed to ground pound onto the... Icicle? There we go. Okay, so it only has to break it down far enough to clear it. That makes sense. What? I think I have to grab that midair? Most pro athletes have to move to the home? Yeah. Ultimately, it just all feels like a lie. It feels dishonest. It feels like an intentionally dishonest representation of what it is. That's probably the clearest way to break down my opposition to it. It's assigning you a team. Everybody that lives in this area.
Oh.
If somebody you know who went pro, I can tell you he would rent an apartment in the city he played, but during the off-season come back to Michigan. Dishonest is not wrong. Reality money rules. All the teams are home, based in the city. Sign the best players they can with the money allotted, regardless of where they're from. Right. So at that point, why not just call it the Patriot? Like, the honest version of the system you're describing would be to have each team independent of a geographical location, because there is nothing outside. I guess at that point, the only thing tying them is literally their home field. But home field doesn't mean much unless you convince everybody in that area that they should be a fan of the team that represents this area, even though the only thing that ties it to that area is nothing, is imaginary. Your football team is only your football team because they told you so. There we go. You know what I mean? You didn't even get to pick. You didn't even get to pick your own favorite football team. They assigned it to you based on something relatively arbitrary.
Oh yeah, Mario time.
The Patriots play at a home stadium, exactly, which is very arbitrary. I want to say that, like, being from somewhere isn't necessarily a whole identity. I agree with that. What's up, Todd? Facebook's not allowing you to talk. Sorry about that, Todd. Nice to see you. Yeah, Facebook seems to be broken. There we go, Chessa. Thanks, Mary. But I'm going to reiterate something. I'm not saying that my point of view is the correct point of view. And I'm also going to reiterate, I'm jealous of seeing this differently. It would serve me better, and I would be happier if I didn't see it this way. So I'm really not coming from a place of, like, I think my way of thinking is correct. Genuinely, I promise you that really isn't at all where I'm coming from. It's more of trying to express how I do currently see it. But I would rather be on all of your side of things. At the end of the day, the city can sell the team to another city, which seems to only prove my point further. I noticed that too. Facebook won't let you comment. Sorry about that, Daniel. You've always picked your team, and you're only 3 hours from Denver and can't stand the Broncos. Well, wouldn't you say, Clark, you're in a small minority of people? I would say the vast majority of sports fans have an allegiance to the team that's been assigned to them geographically. And maybe that could be wrong, too. Maybe that's a false perception. But at least here, I live in New England, specifically in the Boston area. And it's a big, sports is a big deal here. The Boston Bruins, the Boston Celtics, the New England Patriots. These are revered in a very, very real way by what feels like the vast majority of people. It wasn't the result of people like assessing, here's all the teams available, and this is who I'm going to root for. No. At least around here, The overwhelming feeling is people have an allegiance to these teams because they've been assigned to us. But I also don't, and of course the Boston Red Sox, Daniel, thank you. I don't think the average sports fan is thinking of it as though they've been assigned a team. It's only from my perspective that I'm saying that's essentially what's happened, is you've been told the Boston Red Sox, that's your baseball team. The Boston Celtics, that's your basketball team. You know what I mean? But I don't think the average sports fan is approaching it that way. But let the record show I don't know anything, chat. I know less than nothing, so thanks for being here. Big shout out to anyone who hit with any star shares, follows, likes, gifted subs, all the above. Thank you so much for your love and support. And if you are someone that struggles with depression or anxiety, you are not alone in that struggle, my friend. That's something I struggle with, and there are a lot of us struggling. So if you're one of them, make sure you got someone in your life you can talk to about it, a friend, family member, loved one, or therapist, and try to get some movement in your life. Take a walk outside, get your headphones in, your favorite music playing. Can make a big difference in your day, your physical health, and your mental health. So I encourage you with that. Hold on to hope. Believe better days are coming, because you never know. Tomorrow could be the best day of your life, but you got to get there to find out. So hang in there. I'm rooting for you. If you're struggling right now, know that being in the struggle means you're still in the fight, and I'm proud of you for making it this far. Don't give up. I know life can get very overwhelming and hit you with some wild lefts and rights, ups and downs, twists and turns, traumas and tragedies, and have you feeling like, oh my gosh, everything's completely ruined. Nothing's ever going to be the same without this person, place, or thing in my life. What's the point when things just keep getting worse and worse and not better? And that is a valid way to feel, but it's going to lead you to some wildly inaccurate conclusions. Because the truth is, there's some amazing stuff coming in your life. I can't tell you exactly what or exactly when, but it is coming. And when you're really depressed and really anxious, it can convincingly feel like it's never coming, or that even if it did, it wouldn't make any difference. And that's not true. It certainly can feel true, but it's not actually true. And being able to recognize that in the moment is an important skill, to be able to say, you know what, I'm really depressed right now. I'm really anxious. I'm seeing the world through this filter of the depression and the anxiety, and it's not accurate. It doesn't mean I'm dumb. It doesn't mean I'm overdramatic. What it means is I'm depressed. And as a result, I'm going to need some support. I'm going to need some help getting through this. And oftentimes, that doesn't have to mean moving heaven and earth to get there. Sometimes it's very simple. It can even just be as simple as a phone call, meeting for coffee. There's a lot of ways in which you can feel supported that don't necessarily require a big song and dance. So if any of that resonates with you, know that I'm rooting for you big time. If you need a little family-friendly escape, I got you covered with thousands of hours of gaming content scattered across the internet. So make sure you're following Super Pat World, all one word, on every platform you can find me, and I hope to catch up with you tomorrow. We'll be back to Endless, and we'll take it from there. Thanks, chat. I'll catch up with you soon. Bye, everybody.